Hello friends, welcome to your favorite channel, Accounts Made Easy. In today's video, we are going to learn about admission of a partner, focusing on calculation of new profit sharing ratio. But before that, let's understand what happens when a new partner joins an existing firm. As we can see, there are three major changes which would happen in a partnership firm. The first thing is, as soon as a new person admits the firm, the profit sharing ratio of our existing partners would change. Now, that may change for all existing partners or one or a few of them. But one thing is for sure, that the profit sharing ratio changes. The reason is simple. Now there is one extra person who's going to share the profits earned by the business. So to give that new partner some share in the profits, other partners will have to forego a small part of their profit. That share of the profit which the old partners or the existing partners are ready to forego is what we call as sacrificing ratio, right? So this is the first major change that happens. The next thing that happens is new partner brings capital. Of course, if you want to join a business, you will have to get your share of capital in the business. So that is the reason why the new partner brings capital. And the third thing is new partner to bring goodwill. That means new partner may bring goodwill by introducing some additional cash. Now there is a lot of confusion. Many students ask, sir, you are saying he brings capital in cash, then again he brings goodwill in cash. Why is he bringing two different amounts of cash? Why can't he simply bring one amount and say, take this money, make me partner? Let's understand this. The incoming partner or the new partner will bring cash for his capital so that he becomes the co-owner of the assets of the business. Because before he joined, there are certain assets which the business has got. So to become the co-owner of such assets, he brings the amount of capital which will make him the co-owner of all these assets. Then why goodwill, sir? He brings goodwill so that he gets share in future profits of the business. Now, these are the two things for which he brings money separately. Let's just recap this. Capital is brought by the new partner to get share in the assets of the business. Goodwill is brought by the partner to get share in the future profits of the business, right? So these are the three major changes that happen. In this video, we are going to focus on changes in profit sharing ratio. So let's have a look at this. What happens? Calculation of new PSR. PSR is profit sharing ratio. What is more important for us to understand is that there is no standard method which can be prescribed that, okay, if a new partner comes, do these steps and you will get the new PSR. No. Usually, what happens is the question will give a clear information as to how are we going to calculate the new PSR, which means the lot depends on your ability to read the question and have a little bit of common sense. Yes, but then if there is absolutely no information given in the problem only states that old partners were sharing profits in some ratio and new partner will get some share. Nothing else is stated. In that case, under those conditions, we will use a formula called balance of 1. So what we do here, we take 1 and from that 1, we subtract new partner's share. In other words, we are left with the total share of profit to be distributed among old partners. Then this profit will be shared or distributed among old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. All right, I understand. Getting this thing theoretically might be a little confusing. So the best thing is, let's have a look at some questions. Now, these are three different situations of calculating new PSR. What we do is we will be calculating these three PSRs, okay? Let's have a look at the first one. The first question says A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:2. Guys, understand. This 3:2 is called as the old ratio. They decided to admit C for 1/5 share in future profits. This 1/5 is the new partners share in profits. Calculate new PSR. As you can see in this question, only two pieces of information given. Old ratio, this is what we see here, and new partner share. So what we do is we follow the formula for balance of 1. Let's have a look at this, how it is to be done. Simple. First find the balance of 1. So what we do is 1. Okay, I'm just putting this dot so that the software doesn't act very smart. So it will be 1 minus 1 by 5. And what do we get? If you do the simple basic calculation of 1 minus 1 by 5, the answer would be 4 by 5. I hope you understand why I am putting dot. The software is over smart. So the balance of 1 is 4 by 5. We have got this value. Now let's calculate the profit share of each partner. Let's start with A. A. All right. What we need to do is old ratio of A to be multiplied by balance of 1. So looking at this, can you people tell me what is the old ratio of A? Exactly 3 by 5. Old ratio of A to be multiplied by balance of 1, which is 4 by 5. When we multiply this, 4 into 3 is 12 and 5 into 5 is 25. So A's new share is 12 by 25. Let's do it for B now. So B, how do we calculate B? Same method. B's old ratio multiply by balance of 1. What is B's old ratio? Exactly 2 by 5. Multiply this by 4 by 5 and 4 into 2 is 8 and again 5 into 5 is 25. Wow. We have got the ratios for A and B. Time for us to calculate that for C. But please understand, we don't need to calculate that for C. The reason is simple. For C, they have already given us 1 by 5. But this is not the best way to calculate this. So what we do is, we will convert the denominator of all the ratios to a common one. How do we do that, sir? Simple. The total of numerators should be equal to total of denominator. We can see our denominator is 25. The two numerators we have is 12 and 8. The total is 20. So 25 minus 20 is 5 by 25. One way to do it. Another way, multiplying both the sides by 5, you still get 5 by 25. And that's it. We have got our new PSR, which is equal to 12 is to 8 is to 5. And that's the answer. I hope we've all understood this. Now what we do is, let's move to question number 2 and see what does question number 2 talk about. So this is our question number 2 and this question reads, A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:2. Oops, same question? No. Let's understand further. They decided to admit C for 1/5 share in future profits. Guys, if you look at our question number 1, exactly that is what is given to us, what is there in question number 2. So why are we solving it again? Let's look at the last part, which says which he will get equally from A and B. Now this is where the question changed. The first two lines of the question are exactly same, but here we have an additional information which says that C will get his share equally from A and B. Let's understand. If it says equally means what? It means half of 1 by 5 he will get from A and half of 1 by 5 he will get from B. Alright, this is where our understanding comes into play. So here how we solve it. Let's look at this. A, his old ratio, as we have already seen in the earlier question, is 3 by 5. From that, he is going to give, what is he going to give? Half of 1 by 5 is what he will give. Understand this carefully. A is already having 3 by 5 share. Out of this, he is going to give away half of 1 by 5. So when we do this, what happens? It becomes 3 by 5. From this, he is going to give away 1 by 10. Simple. Take the LCM and you get 6 minus 1 by 10, which will be 5 by 10. So for A, we are getting the answer as 5 by 10. Pay attention. This is accounts, not mathematics. Do not start cancelling here. Sir, 5 by 2 cancel, 1 by 2. No. It should be written as 5 by 10 only. Exactly on the same lines, we will be calculating it for B. B's old share 2 by 5 minus B is also going to give half of 1 by 5. So, which means that from 2 by 5, B is going to give 1 by 10. And if we calculate, we will get 4 minus 1 by 10, which is 3 by 10. We've got the answer for A. We've got the answer for B. For C, they have already informed us that it is 1 by 5. And when we do the calculation, 5 plus 3 is 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. So 2 by 10. And our job's done. We've got our new PSR as 5 is to 3 is to 2. And the answer is done. If you people have noticed, these two lines were exactly the same in question number 1 and question number 2. But the answer has changed drastically by additional information given in line number 3. Right? So, let's have a look at the last question for calculation of PSR. And this question reads, A and B are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 5 is to 3. That's the old PSR. They decided to admit C for 3/8 share, of which he obtained 2/8 from A and 1/8 from B. Now that is what we need to understand. He's got 3/8 share in total, but he's getting 2/8 from A and 1/8 from B. So simple. Compared to the earlier one, this question is very simple, because it is directly saying that A, whose old share was 5 by 8, is giving away 2 by 8 to C. So A's share becomes 3 by 8. That's it. Similarly, B, whose old share was 3 by 8, is giving away 1 by 8 to C. So his share becomes 2 by 8. Are we getting this? It's so simple. And C, they have already told us that it is 3 by 8. And we have got our new PSR, which is equal to 3 is to 2 is to 3. And the job's done. Right? So these are the 3 questions that we have done in learning PSR. I hope we have understood this. So this is all that we are doing in this video. Next video will move further with the same topic, admission of partner. Till then, take care guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.